Many older men assume that their attractiveness fades with time, believing that women only seek youth and physical appearance. This belief often leads them to doubt themselves, making them feel invisible in a world that seems to glorify younger men. But what if this assumption is completely wrong? What if age, instead of being a disadvantage, actually works in your favor? The truth is, attraction is much more than just looks. Women are drawn to qualities that go beyond the surface. Things like confidence, wisdom, stability, and purpose. These are traits that younger men often lack, giving older men a unique and powerful appeal. From a Stoic perspective, the key to attraction isn't found in chasing external validation, but in cultivating internal strength. A man who knows his worth does not seek approval. He carries himself with quiet confidence, understanding that his value isn't tied to fleeting things like youth or trends. He stands firm in his beliefs, remains composed under pressure, and exudes a sense of control over his life. This is the kind of presence that naturally draws people in. When a man embraces this mindset, he stops worrying about whether he is attractive and instead focuses on becoming the best version of himself, something that is inherently attractive to others. Many men struggle with this idea because they believe attraction is purely about physical appearance. They compare themselves to younger men and assume they can't compete. But attraction isn't just about a youthful face or a muscular body. It's about how you make a woman feel in your presence. Do you make her feel secure? Do you challenge her intellectually? Do you bring stability and purpose into her life? These are the things that truly make a man stand out. A man who is comfortable in his own skin, who carries himself with dignity and self-respect, will always be more attractive than a man who is desperate for validation. If you've ever doubted your appeal as an older man, it's time to look beyond the misconceptions. Stay with me until the end of this video, and you'll discover 7 undeniable signs that prove you are an attractive older man, even if you think you aren't. Once you recognize these signs, you'll not only gain clarity about your appeal, but you'll also learn how to strengthen it even further. Let's dive in and uncover the reality of attraction that most men overlook. Women have a natural instinct to test men they are drawn to. It's not a conscious game or something done with bad intentions. It's simply how attraction works. When a woman playfully teases you, challenges your opinions, or even makes small changes to plans, she isn't trying to frustrate you. She's seeing how you respond. She wants to know if you're a man who stands firm in who he is, or if you can be easily thrown off balance. This isn't about manipulation, it's about attraction. Women admire men who are solid, unshaken, and not overly affected by external influences. Many men misinterpret these tests and react emotionally. They either become frustrated and defensive, or try too hard to please her, seeking approval. Both reactions are a mistake. If a woman sees that a slight change in plans or a playful tease makes you upset or desperate for her validation, she will sense weakness. Not because she wants to make you feel small, but because confidence is what she is looking for. A strong, grounded man takes things in stride. He isn't thrown off by a sudden shift in plans, a delayed response to a message, or a light-hearted challenge to his views. Instead, he remains composed, responding with calmness and even humor. Stoicism teaches that a man's strength is in his ability to control his reactions. If she playfully tests you by teasing or pushing your buttons, The best response is to acknowledge it without letting it affect you. A simple smirk, a confident laugh, or a light-hearted response shows that you are not easily influenced. This doesn't mean you should ignore her or act cold. In fact, responding in a calm, self-assured way can actually increase attraction. It signals that you are not desperate for approval and that you don't need constant reassurance of your worth. Some tests may come in the form of unexpected challenges. She might question your decisions, make a joke at your expense, or act distant to see if you will chase after her. Again, this is not meant to be cruel. It's instinct. Women want to feel secure with a man who knows himself and won't break under pressure. If you stay grounded and unbothered, you naturally set yourself apart from men who are easily shaken. The best way to handle these moments is to embrace them. See them as opportunities to reinforce your confidence rather than obstacles to overcome. If she sees that you remain true to yourself, unaffected by small tests, her respect and attraction for you will only grow. A man of purpose doesn't lose focus just because a woman throws a few playful challenges his way. Instead, he continues on his path, knowing that real attraction isn't about chasing. It's about standing firm and allowing the right person to be drawn to him naturally. When it comes to attraction, the eyes often reveal more than words ever could. Eye contact is one of the most powerful, unconscious signals of interest, yet many men fail to recognize it for what it truly is. If a woman looks at you longer than usual, holds your gaze, or quickly looks away with a slight smile when caught, it's not just a coincidence. These small moments of eye contact are subtle but meaningful. They signal curiosity, intrigue, and in many cases, attraction. Women are naturally selective with their attention, and they rarely maintain prolonged eye contact with someone they aren't interested in. Many men, however, dismiss these moments as accidental. They assume she was just looking around the room, distracted, or being polite. But in reality, women are highly aware of where their gaze lands and for how long. If she repeatedly looks your way or locks eyes with you in a conversation, she is likely drawn to you in some way. Even the act of looking away quickly when caught is a sign. It means she is aware of your presence and feels something when your eyes meet. This isn't just about physical attraction, it's about the energy you project. A confident, self-assured man who doesn't need validation is naturally more captivating, and women pick up on this without a word being spoken. From a Stoic perspective, the key is to observe these signs without overanalyzing them. Attraction isn't something you force or chase. It's something that naturally unfolds when you carry yourself with the right mindset. If a woman gives you strong eye contact, acknowledge it, but don't react with desperation or excitement. Simply hold your ground, meet her gaze with calm confidence, and let things develop naturally. A man who is comfortable in himself doesn't need to seek constant confirmation of his attractiveness. Instead, he understands that if someone is interested, they will continue showing signs over time. If she's holding eye contact, leaning in during conversations, or finding reasons to glance your way, it's because she feels drawn to you. But what if a woman avoids eye contact completely? Does that mean she's not interested? Not always. Some women become shy or nervous around a man they find attractive, making them hesitant to hold eye contact for too long. In these cases, pay attention to other signals. Is she playing with her hair? Is she finding reasons to be near you? Is she smiling when she talks to you? These behaviors, combined with fleeting eye contact, still indicate interest. The biggest mistake men make is either dismissing these signals or overreacting to them. A Stoic man neither ignores nor chases. He simply remains aware and lets things flow naturally. If she's interested, she will continue to engage. If not, he accepts it without resistance and moves forward, knowing that his worth isn't defined by external validation. This is the mindset that makes a man truly attractive, regardless of age. A woman's attention to detail speaks volumes about her level of interest. People naturally remember what matters to them, and if she recalls small things about you, things you might not even remember saying, it's a strong indication that you hold a special place in her mind. She may bring up a story you mentioned weeks ago, ask about a goal you once casually shared, or even surprise you with advice based on something you told her in passing. These little moments aren't just coincidences. They reveal that she is genuinely invested in who you are. Many men overlook this sign, assuming it's just politeness. But the truth is, women don't go out of their way to remember details about someone they have no interest in. If she recalls your favorite book, checks in on a challenge you mentioned, or even notices changes in your mood or routine, it's because she values you enough to pay close attention. This is her way of showing appreciation without always saying it directly. She might not openly express her feelings, but her effort to remember and engage with your life is a strong signal of attraction. However, as a man grounded in Stoic principles, it's important to accept this appreciation without becoming dependent on it. Some men, once they notice a woman paying attention to them, start seeking validation, constantly looking for reassurance that she still cares. This is a mistake. A man of substance doesn't need constant proof of his worth. He recognizes his own value regardless of external recognition. If she remembers the small things, acknowledge it, appreciate it, but don't let it dictate your confidence. Your sense of self should come from within, not from someone else's approval. A woman's mental investment in you is one of the clearest signs of deeper interest. She might ask thoughtful questions, give encouragement when you need it, or challenge you to be better because she genuinely believes in your potential. This isn't something women do for just anyone. It's reserved for those they respect and admire. If you notice her making an effort to understand your world, offering advice with sincerity, or bringing up things that show she listens closely, it's a clear sign she sees you as someone special. Instead of overanalyzing or trying to figure out what it means, simply take it for what it is. Let her actions speak louder than words. A woman who is truly interested will naturally invest her attention in you. All you need to do is remain steady, focused on your own path, and let her attraction unfold without forcing anything. When you carry yourself with quiet confidence, her attention and appreciation will feel natural, not as something you chase, but as something that naturally gravitates toward you. A woman's smile and laughter reveal more than words ever could. Smiling is an automatic reaction when someone enjoys being around you. It's not something people can fake in a genuine way for long. If she lights up when she sees you, or if she laughs even at your worst jokes, it's not just politeness. It's a sign that she feels comfortable and drawn to your presence. Attraction isn't always about grand gestures. It's often found in these small, natural responses. Many men make the mistake of thinking they need to be overly funny or constantly entertaining to keep a woman interested. But in reality, women don't laugh just because something is objectively funny. They laugh because they feel connected to the person saying it. When a woman is attracted to you, she amplifies her emotions around you. Her smile lingers longer, her laughter is more frequent, and her body language becomes more open and relaxed. She isn't doing this for just anyone. It's a way of showing you that she enjoys your presence. However, from a Stoic perspective, the key is to simply be yourself. You don't need to force humor or try too hard to impress her. Your value doesn't come from making her laugh. It comes from your presence, your confidence, and the way you carry yourself. When you're at ease with who you are, your energy naturally draws others in. Women are especially sensitive to this. They respond to how a man makes them feel. If you are steady, present, and comfortable in your own skin, she will naturally feel at ease around you. This doesn't mean you should ignore humor altogether. Lightheartedness is attractive, and sharing laughter creates a deeper connection. But there's a difference between naturally making her smile and trying too hard to be a comedian. When a woman is truly interested, she doesn't need constant jokes to stay engaged. She enjoys even the simple moments, whether it's a casual conversation, a shared silence, or just being in your presence. So, instead of analyzing every smile or laugh, simply observe. If she consistently finds joy in being around you, if she laughs at things that aren't particularly funny, or if her face lights up when she sees you, those are strong signs of attraction. But never chase validation through her reactions. Let them happen naturally. A Stoic man understands that his worth is not measured by how much someone smiles at him. It is measured by how steady and grounded he remains, regardless of others' responses. Attraction isn't something you create by force. It's something that naturally arises when you are at peace with yourself. Trust is one of the rarest and most valuable things a woman can offer. If she consistently seeks your advice, it's a strong sign that she respects you, values your opinion, and sees you as someone wise and dependable. Women don't ask just anyone for guidance. They only open up to men they admire. This isn't just about casual conversations. It's about her turning to you when she has a real decision to make, even if she already knows the answer. When a woman truly respects a man, she wants to hear his thoughts, not because she's unsure of herself, but because his perspective matters to her. Many men overlook this sign or misinterpret it as simple friendship. But think about it. Women rarely confide in or seek advice from men they don't feel a connection with. If she trusts you enough to ask for your thoughts on her career, relationships, or personal challenges, it means she sees you as someone important in her life. She respects not just what you say, but how you think. She admires your logic, your calmness, and the way you handle life's challenges. From a Stoic perspective, this is where balance is key. A wise man offers guidance, but he does not impose his will or try to control the situation. Women are not looking for someone to solve all their problems. They are looking for someone who can provide steady wisdom without expecting anything in return. If she asks for your opinion, give it honestly. But don't try to impress her with long speeches or force her to take your advice. The strongest men lead by example, not by controlling others. When she sees that you have a firm grasp on your own life, She will naturally trust your perspective on hers. This kind of trust goes beyond simple attraction. It's a sign of deep emotional security. If a woman confides in you about her fears, her dreams, or the struggles she faces, she is letting you into a part of her world that she doesn't share with just anyone. She feels safe with you, and that kind of comfort is one of the strongest indicators of real connection. But a Stoic man does not seek validation from this trust. He does not become overly attached to the idea of being her emotional anchor. He listens, he supports, but he remains grounded in his own purpose. So if you notice that she values your insight, that she turns to you when she needs clarity, or that she respects your way of thinking, recognize it for what it is, a sign of admiration and attraction, but never mistake this as a reason to lose yourself in her world. Stay steady, offer your wisdom when needed, and let attraction grow naturally. A man of purpose does not chase trust. He simply earns it by being the kind of person others can rely on. When a woman is truly drawn to a man, she naturally starts imagining him as part of her future. This isn't something forced or planned. It happens instinctively. You'll notice it in the small things she says, like mentioning places she wants to visit with you, joking about what life would be like together, or casually including you in her long-term plans. These aren't random comments. They are subtle signs that, in her mind, she's already seeing you as someone important, someone who might be a part of her life beyond the present moment. Many men overlook these hints or dismiss them as playful remarks, but women don't casually picture a future with just anyone. If she talks about where she wants to live, what kind of lifestyle she hopes to have, or even jokingly suggests what you two might be like as an older couple, take a moment to recognize what's really happening. This isn't just conversation. It's attraction unfolding in a deeper way. She wouldn't be envisioning any kind of future with you unless she saw you as a man worthy of her time and emotional investment. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to be aware of these signals without attaching yourself to them. Many men, when they hear a woman speak this way, get carried away with fantasies. They start building expectations, assuming that she has already made up her mind about being with them. But attraction doesn't work that way. Just because a woman envisions a future with you doesn't mean she's already committed. It means she's considering the possibility. The wise man recognizes this for what it is, a sign of interest, not a guarantee. He remains steady, enjoying the moment, rather than clinging to what could be. A woman will never imagine a future with someone she doesn't find attractive. If she sees you as just another man, she won't even entertain the idea. But if she sees something special in you, your confidence, your wisdom, the way you carry yourself, her mind will naturally start connecting you to the life she wants to build. This doesn't mean you should take every comment as a declaration of love. Instead, observe, acknowledge, and continue being the man you are. The right woman will see that and feel drawn to it on a deeper level. So if she starts dropping hints, joking about the future, or casually placing you in her long-term vision, take note. It's one of the clearest signs that she finds you truly attractive, not just for a moment, but as someone who has the potential to be part of something bigger. And the best thing you can do, stay grounded, stay focused on your purpose, and let things unfold naturally. Attraction is strongest when it isn't forced. A woman's personal life is something she guards carefully. She doesn't allow just anyone into her world, especially when it comes to the people and spaces that mean the most to her. If she starts bringing you into this part of her life, it's a clear sign that she sees you as someone important. This could mean introducing you to her close friends, inviting you to gatherings, or even just letting you in on small daily routines that she usually keeps to herself. Women don't make these kinds of efforts for men they see as temporary or unimportant. If she's bringing you closer, it means she values you. Many men fail to realize just how significant this step is. They assume meeting her friends or family is just a casual thing, but in reality, it's a test and a statement at the same time. She wants to see how you fit into her world, how you interact with the people she cares about, and whether they see in you what she does. Women rely on the opinions of their trusted circle, and if she's allowing you into that space, she's already considering you as someone worth keeping around. Pay attention to how she introduces you and how involved she wants you to be. If she makes an effort to blend you into her world, it's because she wants you there. From a Stoic perspective, the key is to remain present without overthinking. Many men, once they realize they are being welcomed into a woman's personal life, start overanalyzing every detail. They wonder if it means commitment, if she sees them as a long-term partner, or if they need to start making big moves. But true attraction doesn't work on a fixed timeline. It builds naturally through shared experiences and mutual trust. Instead of trying to force an outcome, embrace the moment and let the connection develop at its own pace. The more grounded and composed you remain, the more attractive you become. Women don't take this step lightly. If she includes you in her daily life, lets you see her in unguarded moments, or shares personal details about her struggles and dreams, it's because she feels safe with you. Attraction isn't just about physical chemistry. It's about emotional security. When a woman feels she can trust you with her world, it means you've become more than just another man in her life. You've become someone she truly respects and admires. So if she starts bringing you closer, don't take it for granted. Appreciate the trust she's showing, but don't let it change your path. Keep being the man who earned that level of connection in the first place. The strongest bonds aren't forced. They grow naturally over time. And when a woman lets you into her personal life, it's one of the most undeniable signs that she finds you deeply attractive. It's easy for older men to fall into the trap of self-doubt, assuming that their best years are behind them and that attraction fades with age. But the truth is, attraction has little to do with how many years you've lived. It's about how you carry yourself. A man who walks with confidence, who knows his worth, and who remains grounded in his purpose is far more appealing than someone who desperately seeks validation. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude a sense of self-assurance, not those who try to convince them of their value. If she's showing signs of interest, it's not because of your age. It's because of the way you present yourself to the world. Many men make the mistake of overanalyzing a woman's signals, questioning whether they are truly attractive or if she's just being friendly. But attraction isn't something that needs to be dissected. It's something that flows naturally. A woman who enjoys your presence, values your insights, and finds comfort in your energy isn't doing so by accident. She's responding to the way you make her feel. Instead of doubting yourself, embrace what is already there. If you focus too much on whether or not you're attractive, you risk falling into a mindset of insecurity, and nothing is less attractive than a man who doesn't believe in himself. From a Stoic perspective, the key to attraction is not in seeking approval, but in being content within yourself. A man with purpose does not chase. He does not beg for validation. He understands that his value is not defined by how others perceive him, but by how he lives his life. When you embody this mindset, attraction happens effortlessly. The right people will recognize your worth without you having to prove anything. And those who don't, they were never meant for you in the first place. Instead of trying to hold on to every sign of attraction, practice letting things flow. If she's interested, let it unfold naturally. If she isn't, remain grounded and continue on your path. True confidence comes from knowing that you are enough as you are. It doesn't mean you stop improving or growing, but it does mean that you don't need external validation to feel secure. Women can sense when a man operates from a place of self-assurance versus when he's looking for reassurance. The more at peace you are with yourself, the more attractive you become, not just to women, but to everyone around you. So if she's showing these signs, accept them without attachment. Appreciate the connection, but don't let it define your self-worth. Keep being the man who is focused on his goals, who moves with quiet confidence, and who remains unshaken by external approval. When you live this way, attraction is no longer something you have to worry about. It simply becomes a natural byproduct of who you are. Attraction has never been about chasing. It's about recognizing what is already there. Throughout this video, we've explored the 7 clear signs that show when a woman is truly drawn to you. From the way she playfully tests you to how she imagines a future with you, each of these signals reveals something deeper than simple, surface-level interest. Women aren't just attracted to youth or looks. They are drawn to confidence, purpose, and the way a man carries himself. If you embody these traits, attraction will naturally follow. The biggest takeaway is this: age is not a barrier to attraction, but insecurity is. Women value a man who knows himself, who stands firm in his beliefs, and who doesn't seek constant validation. When you embrace who you are, live with purpose, and maintain quiet confidence, you will naturally become more attractive, not just to women, but to everyone around you. The right people will recognize your value without you needing to prove anything. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on mastering Stoic confidence in relationships. And don't forget to check out the next video, where we'll dive deeper into how to cultivate unshakable self-assurance in every aspect of your life.